Mint in 1964 made 704 million. The Philadelphia Mint made 564 million. Philadelphia does not have a mint mark. But the mint mark wouldn't have been on the front anyway. It's on the back, and it's right down here underneath these leaves. So the United States of America at the top, e pluribus unum here. Down here we see an eagle holding, in its claws, a shape of arrows. There's actually a ribbon there, and you can tell the quality of these coins by seeing whether you can see the ribbon, holding the Ariel's arrows together, between the eagle's talons, and you can't. Down the very bottom it says quarter, dollar, and then here is an olive branch. This olive branch is very important in some of the valuations of the 1964 coins. We tip it up on its edge, and we see that it is a dot silver. There's no copper-clad or copper-nickel-clad copper here, and that's because in 1964 they were still 90. Silver for all of them, all right? So I'm looking for a 1964 D. So this is not it. That's the Philly. Turn this one over. No, that's a Philly. Jason probably can all be Phillies, right? That's a Phil. That's a Philly. Ah, there we go. This is a 1964 D. And what do we need to look for? Well, one of the things we need to look for is something in much better shape than this. The 1964 D that they talked about being sold at the Stacksboro's auction was an MS-68. What does MS-68 mean? Well, it means it's in incredibly good condition, 16 out of 70 from the mint state in C. Other words, it really wouldn't have much wear at all, and you could certainly see the center of the D. So this is not it. What's this one worth? Well, it's 90 silver, so it's there. You know, most times you can get these from a dealer for about $5. And what's this one? Well, this one's even more worn, actually got some color and some wear too. Everything's gone in this, but this is a D also, and this one's actually, the D is better than the other one, but the rest of the coin is not. All right, so what does a really good shape look like? Well, here it is. This we borrowed just from our friends. It's a coin collector, and oh my gracious, this is a fine-looking coin. So here's the D right here. It's not the best D in the world, but it's a pretty good D. We have a little bit of coloration coming in here, which collectors don't mind at all, in fact. Some of them like it. We have incredible detail in the eye and that little tuft. Behind the eagle's head around the top, it says, and oh my gracious, this is a fine-looking coin. So here's the D right here. It's not the best D in the world, but it's a pretty good D. We have a little bit of coloration coming in here, which collectors don't mind at all, in fact. Some of them like it. We have incredible detail in the eye and that little tuft. Behind the eagle's head around the top, it says, United States of America. Did they make a proof set in 1964? Yes, they did. They made 3.9 million proof sets, which they sold for $5. I mean, they sold for $2.10. This 1970 quarter could change how you look at pocket change. In this video, we're going to go over some very rare and very valuable 1970 Washington quarters. So let's go ahead, guys, and hop right into this video with this first 1970 Denver-issued Washington quarter. You can tell you have a Denver-issued coin by looking at the bottom right mint mark. There is a small little D there. That D stands for the Denver Mint, where this coin was produced. And this coin got graded by PCGS at a mint state 66. Now 70 is the highest grade. This one is also what we call a DDR, or double die reverse. Now, double dies are either seen by looking at clear doubling on the coin, or there's going to be some die-marked areas where you can distinguish if you have a DDR or a DDO, which is a double die averse. Essentially what it means is the die that strikes the coin was doubled when the die was being produced. Long story short, it can increase the value of your coin, and this quarter was able to sell for $61 because of it. Nice-looking coin here. This next one, San Francisco, issued this one instead. You can see that by the SM mark. And also there's a bit of toning that's happening on this coin, which is a discoloration caused by the environment. And this coin was able to sell for $69. This next one is another Denver-issued coin, except PCGS. Graded it at a M-State 67 plus. That's a very high grade for this coin, and it sold for $134. No mint mark on this next coin. That means it's a Philadelphia-issued coin. PCGS graded it at a M-State 67. and it sold for $264. Up next, we've got another Denver issued coin. This one graded by PCGS at AM State 67. This is also a Generation 3.0 green label holder. That means it's an old certification and an old holder. Some people will add a premium just for the holder that it's in. This one sold for 372 buckaroos. This next one is a Philadelphia issued coin graded very highly by PCGS at AM State 67 plus. Once again Philadelphia because there is no mint mark. This one sold for $2,260. Up next, we have a coin that sold for a staggering amount of money. It sold for $9,600. Is a Denver issued coin with some incredible toning on this coin. It was graded by PCGS at M State 68 plus. That is a phenomenal grade for this coin. Very, very challenging to get that high of a grade. I do not want to get your hopes up in terms of getting that high of a grade because it's very, very is a phenomenal grade for this coin. Very, very challenging to get that high of a grade. I do not want to get your hopes up in terms of getting that high of a grade because it's very, very challenging. Once again, this one sold for $9,600. If you want to know how much your 1970 coin or any coin is worth, you can join the Coin Value Club down below by going to schoolwithact.com coin. We'll see you inside.